it's a lot. I mean, the ride up here used to take forever, and we were playing or just Swiss card games sometimes, and when we were friends, we were already like having some drinks, and then by the time somebody was like, "Oh, we're up," and then we're did an hour already pass?
Wow! So you take one run down, and then you would just do this back up again?
No, there's a lot of intermediate ski
okay.
lifts,
So this is just from Grindelwald.
This is from Grindelwald up to the ski gebiet, and then there's a second one, and then there's lots of lifts up there. And then you can cross to the other ski resort too.
Got it.
So
so to come back down, we'll have to go up to come down then.
No, you're gonna just go to the intermediate station. I don't think.
Oh, this is only going to the intermediate station.
No, this is going straight through, but you can exit or jump into the intermediate station.
Understood.
The thing is, there's not enough snow that they have, and the sledding from here to the intermediate station,
I see.
probably with the kids is not too fun for them.
Yeah.
The first run from Mannlichen to the Hohenstein is probably one of the best you can do.
Okay, and then you just keep going back up.
And you can keep going down. I mean, it's going to take you a good 20 minutes to go.
Oh, that's a 20-minute sled.
Yeah, I mean, I'll recommend that you go a little careful for the first time.
Yeah, so it's our first time ever.
Yeah.
That's why you got helmets.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I always ride with a helmet.
Can I go ski?
I'm going skiing, yes.
Do you want to learn, Casper?
No.
Why not?
When I'm 10.
When you're 10.
When you're 10.
How do you know when you're 10?
I don't know.
You don't know how to ski, are you skiing?
This used to be the old cable chain station from the old
so
lift.
small.
So the thing is, cable they only could be a certain amount of length. So here they had to change cables. And now with the new lift, it's obsolete. And yeah, they changed it by 10 meters.
I see. Wow. How long? So 15 years from wanting to do it. And how long to build it?
Yeah, build it only 3 years.
Yeah,
so
not in the US.
You just have to put actually it's pretty simple to build this. You have to put foundations for the masts, but the thing is you have to do that by helicopter. So all the building materials from here, from the concrete to the wood to build the foundations, the excavators and everything, because you only see at the column of 120 by 120 meters, but the thing is the foundation goes down 2 meters into the bottom.
Makes sense.
And it's pretty wide too.
Yeah, it needs a lot of foundation to support the.
And they started building 3 years ago the foundations for this one, and then the station also. But the thing is, they ran the old cable car parallel, you know, and so this summer they closed down the old one, and then they already built up the columns, you know, so they could just put in the cable, because the cable is actually a pretty big part of the job, because you have to pull you first have to pull a small cable through, like just thinner ones, and then you pull a medium one, and then another medium one, and then a bigger one, and then the actual one, because this one is pretty heavy and it's pretty strong too, because I mean there's a lot of gondolas up there. And
Great, so much work.
It's a lot of work for
Casper, look behind you.
Does it look amazing?
What's interesting is these gondola systems, they're pretty easy to set up, that they use them as urban transport. So in South America, for example, in La Paz, they have this one for public transport. Instead of a subway or a bus, they have, just because it's so high up in the mountains, and the whole area was already so built up that if you would build a subway, well, it wouldn't work in La Paz.
You have to dig through everything, right?
You have to dig through everything, and it's so high up, so they just put that up a cable car, and it's the same one on this one. The seats are just slats, because obviously summer, and because it's quite hot in La Paz. And you just I was there with a friend trekking 2 years ago, and it was so fun. Like, there was a cable car as urban transport in a big city, you know. Then you would just get up into a cable car and then get out the next station, and there's a lot of lines. Like, they have 10 lines for now. It connects the whole city. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
to do an urban transport system.
They should do that in San Francisco.
You can actually do that.
You can do it anywhere, really, because you can build vertical, right?
You can build vertical as high as you like. I mean, there are masts which are over 100 meters tall. Like Garaventa, they built.
You really do sound like an investor in cable cars.
Well, no, actually, yes, I have. But I mean, I grew up in the mountains. A lot of my friends worked for the companies, and I mean, I've been skiing since I was 3 or 4 years old, and I mean, I grew up here, and so you just get familiar with cable cars.
No, but it does feel like, because you can build it vertically and almost anywhere.
Yeah, you
can.
The whole thing you actually need, it's the place for the columns, you know, and the foundations, and you can find a place for columns practically in every city.
Yeah.
You can even,
and it's less surface area.
yeah, it's a minimal surface area, and the rest is just overhead. You know, that's the.
And it's just constantly running.
Yeah, it's constantly running.
Yeah. Like you don't have to wait.
No.
Yes, I love these cable
Because
cars.
there's no added cost per car.
Actually, no. Well, the thing is,
There's a weight limit.
No, because like when you run
there's
trains,
no weight limit. There's no weight limit.
Yeah.
It's built for the maximum. So
yeah,
10
there's a
people
maximum capacity.
per 10 people
Yeah,
per.
yeah.
The only thing is, when it's windy, they're gonna have to reduce the gondolas. So, for
Oh,
example,
so they actually take them off?
Yeah, they take them off every time because the cable is always running. It has a clamping system that clamps the cable. Double clamping system, which is made especially for safety nowadays. When you look on the top of the wing, you see the springs. It actually pushes them down, and then by the force of the spring, it clamps the cable.
So it doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
No, they like the newest one. They're very rarely to fall off.
Rare.
The thing
Rare
is,
is not never.
the thing is, like when it gets windy, since this big gondola, they have a very high surface area. The problem with it is that that it's gonna wonk the cable. So, for example, like there's 100 running at this moment on this line between the intermediate station, so 50 on every side.
Yeah.
So, for example, if there's a wind of 15 kilometers an hour, they're gonna reduce that to maybe 30 per side, so maximum 60. You know.
Okay, got it.
And that's just what's gonna change the whole thing. But actually, you don't have added cost because the motors